So with our lovely Miss P, ready, Pepper? Nice job, cuteness. What a good check-in. Good girl. So this was, again, I know we had discussed the pattern games, the Super Bowls game. This one is, again, I'm using just flat targets because I know you'd mentioned that the raised targets she had a little bit of a harder time with, like the upside down bowls. So right now, what I want to do is I'm going to start off by, we were doing a couple little warm-ups of find it's just to get situated. So I'm just going to go ahead and plop an item right on the target. The moment she looks at me, yes. So the moment she looks up, yes. I'm marking and then feeding the target. Yes. So this way, then I would take a little step, and of course chewing is optional. Right here, yes. And we feed little target. So right now I made the items, yes, really nearby. So it'd be easier for her to target each bubble and not feel too frazzled. Yes. So the moment Miss P gives me eyes, I would then go ahead and put it right onto the target mat. I know our little other lady's singing a little bit. So right here, yes. So the fact that she's even doing this while her little lady friend is also singing is quite lovely. Yes. Nice. So right there, yes. Yes. So the benefit again of the pattern game, I know you saw the one where we were working with Mr. Z last time, so Zeus was practicing. Miss M says, hold on, I have to visit my girlfriend, Miss P. So with our lovely ladies, again, they've been doing a real nice job engaging through the fencing. As they become more comfortable, then we might do some play. But I know that our lovely Miss M was given the okay physically to do some playing. But I still want to take their relationship slow because just like with any pups, we tend to rush the process by mistake. And then, yes, the puppies then tend to have a harder time when doing meets and greets at times. Yes. So remember, if we don't know somebody and we right into the moment, rush into being very close or intimate with someone, it could be overwhelming. So ready? Pepper. Yes, great little name recognition. Feed her for that. Super job right here. Nice eyes. I would go yes. And you can, again, go randomly throughout the bubble. Right now, I was just trying to keep it very easy where they were nearby and sort of in a row. The other option too is obviously with the flat targets is do this like you mentioned at home first where she feels more comfortable, and then you could transition this through different sections of the home. You could lay them out however you like. I just did a little bit more of an almost straight line. You can of course make them sort of all over the place. The benefit of having it kind of be all over the place is then you have really nice little configurations that are just different and it's not the same sort of straight line back and forth. Ready? Pepper. Pepper says that her new BFF is the coolest thing ever. Ready? Yes, what a good girl. Oh my goodness, so tired. Good girl. Ready? We're going to go and do a little find it. But I love the fact that Miss P has gotten so much more comfortable. So in one of the previous videos, she was a little bit unsure because there was a lot of chaos in the building. There were some noises from the neighbors. She was hearing her little new friends barking a little bit here and there. And for Miss P, just like with Miss M, when they notice the woo-woos, they get a little flustered. So this is where for the ladies, she just coughed and startled Miss M a little bit. Pepper, nice, good job. So, but the benefit of sometimes seeing each other as they're practicing is that obviously they become good distractions for one another, but it helps the ladies start to know that the other puppy is benign because it's not instantly a meet and greet or a bombardment from the pups. So I'm just going to feed for this lovely little check-in. I'm going to see if Miss P can give me some eyes. Yes. And we're going ahead and put the food right on the target mat. Yes. Nice. So right here, I'm just going to wait for those eyes to hit me. Chewing is optional. Right there, yes. And we'll plop the food down. And again, the benefit, yes, of the pattern games is that as the environment is sometimes always changing or the difficulty of the environment can become more challenging, the patterns will always stay the same. But you can always gauge this. So like, let's say she's having a harder time as she gets further away from like a starting point. If you start to lose her, go back to the beginning starting point and try there. Make that really easy and then build up again to moving around the bubble or the environment you're working in. So ready? Pepper. I know, the other little lady wants me to come visit her. So if, let's say I lose Miss P, I'm going to go a little closer. Pepper, come. She's like, hold on, I heard a noise. So if I lose her, I'm going to go right back to her a little closer. I know I'm a little bit out of camera range, and then help her be successful by luring, but also feeding her for her moment of coming back into my space. Right here, yes. So with your pattern games, I would recommend practice them first at home where they feel most comfortable, and then build into outside environments too. I'm just going to do a little find it for the other little lady real quick. I know she'd rather come visit. Ready? Do a little find it. Good job. So with our girls, again, for their very first day together, they both did a very, very nice job. I know this is not Miss P's first rodeo coming to the dog day school or doing the structured play program as well, but both the girls are doing a really, really nice job. So I'll give little Miss P a breather from the pattern game for a moment, and we'll work another couple skills in just a bit. But they're both doing a really nice job.